blowout for the home team. The Golden State Warriors rout the Cavaliers. Historically, John, this series, if you're looking at the last couple of years between these two teams, has just not been kind to Cleveland at all.
It's becoming a pattern. 7 straight wins for the Warriors against the Cavs. Average score of 107 to 88. I think it's the 88 that stands out to me. You know, Cleveland wins games with offense. They're not going to be a great defensive team for 48 minutes. When you got guys like Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, you know, they're not putting any rim protection on the floor in this series. And so they're scoring 88. You know, they're shooting, I think it's 5 for 23 from three-point range tonight. They shot less than 50% in the paint for the second straight game,
right,
for the 6th time against the Warriors in the last 2 years. You know, they're in trouble unless they can get something going offensively, whether it's from the outside or inside. And with the way the Warriors are defending them, you know, you think it's just got to be one-on-one, just making shots, making tough shots, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
The competitive fervor in the finals the last 5-6 years has been there. Even when it's been a 5 or 6 game series, there's been competitiveness in the game. I don't remember us being at a game where one of the teams looked this overmatched, just point by point. You go around the floor, the individual matchups, just vastly are not in Cleveland's favor. Is that something about Golden State's rotations, or is that just the way this series is going to be?
I think it's just more the way they play as a team. You know, they just know if you take this one thing away, we know we're going to that.
Right.
You know, if you with Cleveland and the miscommunication that they're having on defense from possession to possession, like they can have a couple good defensive possessions, and then one mistake, and boom, it's 3, it's a layup. And so there was a one point in the second quarter tonight where the Cavs looked like they were in control. They're up 7 or 8. And then it was just a miscommunication on a Klay Thompson and pin down and a wide open 3, and then the game turned right there.
If you're Cleveland, you're going home down 0-2 to a team that's beaten you 7 straight times. What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to your team if you're Ty Lue? Is it as simple as going home and getting the juice from the crowd at Quicken Loans and thinking you're going to ride that emotional wave to a win?
One game at a time. And from the outside, we can say, you know, there's no way the Cavs are going to win 4 out of 5 against this team. Yeah. You know, 73 wins, a team that's honestly better offensively and defensively. All they can say is let's focus on Game 3. Let's focus on the first quarter of Game 3.
Right.
Let's try to get ourselves a lead on our home floor and go from there.
If I'm the Warriors, and I've seen the way Draymond has played, and if they're going to continue to play him like that, do you park him out there and tell him to keep taking those threes, make or miss?
I mean, I think the Warriors are always going to take what you give them, and you're going to have to give them something just because of the way they move the ball and because of the weapons they have. You know, he's going to get open threes, but you know, they don't have to live that way, honestly. Right. They're going to get other stuff if they keep moving the ball. And if he's got that shot, I think they're not going to tell him not to shoot it. If you're open and there's nobody within 5 feet of you, take that shot.
We're a long way from the Warriors being 3-1 down in the Western Conference Finals and everybody writing them off, talking about the fluke and Steph didn't deserve an MVP. Steph and Klay still haven't had a bust-out game. They played well tonight, but they were limited in terms of minutes. Didn't shoot it great, shot it well enough. I'm nervous for Cleveland on that night when Steph and Klay actually play and shoot to their potential, because that's going to be the night when you really run out of answers if you're Cleveland, when those two guys are cranked up and rolling.
Yeah, there's a point tonight, late third quarter, maybe early fourth, and the Warriors were on a huge run. And I think I said to you, when was the last time? Like, Curry hasn't been on the floor at all today, like, or on this run, and that's just the amazing part of it. That the guy that makes their offense go wasn't on the floor for a huge chunk of the game that went their way, and that tells you that, you know, they've got advantages in more than one place.
Yeah, I think we have to, you know, obviously from game to game in a series, you have to reevaluate what you see and how the teams play, but